Something exciting has arrived in Dublin, combining 80 years of service excellence with 120 years of German engineering. Linder's Opel, the new name for Opel in Finglas and Turvey. Call in and meet our expert sales and service teams. Find your perfect 191 Opel and choose your perfect offer. With 0% PCP and HP finance, a guaranteed minimum of €3,000 scrappage or 3 years free servicing. Visit lindersopel.ie for details or drop into us at Finglas and Turvey. Linder's Opel, now open. Terms and conditions apply.
Put it in it.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, amazing. You made it.
Oh, I did.
Holy cow. Oh, my seat's too high. All right. How are you? Welcome to another episode of The People's Mic. I am Jimmy Peoples.
I am Samantha Prosser.
Yeah, you are. With the R? PR?
Yeah.
Okay, I misspelled your name. You
noticed.
did. I didn't want you to see it. I was like, I hope I didn't spell it wrong. You were supposed to see that.
It's all good. I mean, we're friends on Facebook, so I'm a little
Are we?
offended. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You should have.
Don't judge
Your
me.
last name was right there.
Don't judge me. I mess up
All
everybody's name. Let's start over. You didn't see it. All right.
Okay.
How you doing?
Starting off. I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Yeah.
I'm amazing. The day's good. Made it.
Yeah.
Tell me about yourself. Tell me your origin story.
Oh
How'd you
my
get here?
goodness.
Yes, do that.
Well, I was born in Brooklyn.
Are you? You're native?
Like very slight.
You don't have a posture of native. You have.
I lived in Brooklyn till I was 9.
Really?
So
Okay.
I mostly just say that I'm from Brooklyn for the street cred.
Street cred.
Yeah. But I'm from like Marine Park, so it's
What
not.
that?
It's in the middle of. It's like way east, like East New York, like
Is it?
Canarsie area.
Okay.
It's by like
Okay.
Sheepshead Bay.
Okay, no street cred.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely. Not at all. But my great uncle was
Uh-huh.
once in a gang where part of the initiation was they had to jump onto the subway tracks and then jump back out before the next train came.
We did do that.
You
I
did?
remember doing that.
Oh,
Yeah. You see how close the train could get before you
Yeah.
jumped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Were
close.
you in my great uncle's gang?
I probably started that gang. Yeah, I used to I used to run away from the train as it was coming, and then jump out. See how long we could stay in the tracks, and that's when the game elevated, and then.
See, I don't even like go anywhere near the yellow line on the platform.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah, I'm like hugging the wall.
Oh yeah, I've ridden the train from the back. You ever miss the train and then jump on? Well, you haven't, but we used to jump on the back as I was pulling away, and then just ride the back of the train. I mean, you could do it. Nobody's telling you not to, but if you miss, you're gonna have a bad day. But I've never missed. I just ride. It's a nice ride.
It is?
Yeah, it's a beautiful ride.
It's not like scary?
No, you can just hang out and then you step over and hold the chain, and then you just rocking with the train.
Yeah.
You're
I don't even like to do the thing where you switch cars as it's moving.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I always. That's a bathroom. That's just all that is. If you ever had to go to the bathroom on the train, it's just the middle car. It's a problem because some cars like the 6 trains have long windows. So if there's somebody sitting there,
that's the problem with peeing off of a
you just got a dick in your face.
Is, the window.
And I was like, I hate those cars. I like the short windows where you can look the person in the eye, and then they'd be like, hey, you just standing in the middle of the train.
Yeah.
Or no, this is my bathroom.
Yeah. Well, it's male privilege for you.
Yeah. Oh, I was wondering how long we were going to get into the podcast with. I don't know. Would you do you work?
Not at the moment.
No, nice. That's why you can make it.
Exactly. That's why
you told me. I didn't mean to put your business in it.
It's totally fine. I'm looking for a job, preferably the kind where you get to sit down at a desk and answer the phone.
Corporate?
And get yelled at on the phone. Not even like corporate. I just want to be a receptionist because it seems pretty low stakes.
You ever do what is that called? Temp? You ever temp?
I was a
temp agency.
No, but I was an administrative assistant on Long Island for the past year.
The only one I know of is good temps. They get jobs quick.
It sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's like $20 an hour.
Good.
fucking punts. Still punts.
Right
I feel like I annoy the shit out of her. Like she doesn't want to say it. She's like, this fucking guy, he's an idiot.
I mean, I've realized lately that my love language is bullying. So I realized it with a friend of mine recently. Whenever we hang out, it's just us like shitting on each other like all the time and constantly.
And I like it. That's why I had to have you on here because she said oh, we had a mic one day and her body is frail like she can't back it up, but her voice is like it's like an old sailor. Like she said, she was like, "Fuck you, Jimmy." It's like, oh my man. There's something behind it, you know? And I fell back a little bit. She's like, "Fuck you." Her "fuck yous" are like are humbling. Because it comes from like years of having to defend yourself. Yeah, fuck you. Like I'm not taking your shit anymore.
That's because that's the last thing I say before I like get the fuck out of here. I'm like, just so you know that I won. Fuck you. And then let me get myself to a shelter.
Same place.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a fight before? Here?
Not a physical. No.
That's what.
I don't even like verbal altercations, like real ones.
I want you to work out with me. Would you ever work out with me?
Absolutely not.
No, I was hyped. The absolutely was like, oh shit! I didn't think she would.
No. I can't even do like yoga. Like I can't stand up for more than 15 minutes at a time without having to take a breather.
That's like you said, time out.
Like, yeah.
Do you stop at like the bus stops to sit down between the street? Like here's a rest stop. It's actually a rest stop for us.
Yeah, a bit sometimes. I'll annoy my friends by having to like sit on the stoop of some random building while we're on our way somewhere.
Take a breather.
Yeah, because I have like athletic friends, and they'll be like, "Oh, this place is just like a half hour, 40-minute walk from here," and I'm like,
your eyes like shift a little.
Which was great for like a purely audio-based medium.
Yeah, no, it's not.
For me to,
we're live. Live on YouTube.
We're live on YouTube.
Live on YouTube every day. This podcast has. You see that?
Oh my god.
I did another app, but I have to wait for that. But this goes live. So this time next year we'll have about 50,000 views.
Hell yeah.
Plus the one that we have now. So
exactly.
That's what we work for. We work for the future. So they did see that, and I could zoom in. I don't know why it's cloudy. I don't know if I drop the phone.
It's cool. It's like part of an aesthetic.
Yeah, I like it. I'll take that.
Yeah. It's this is like what this video looks like now is what all the music I listen to sounds like.
Really? What kind of music?
Just like sad girls who are bad at relationships.
I can see that. Only thing comes to mind is Avril Lavigne. I don't know shit about music.
Yeah.
Is that right? That's about right? Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I wish I had music to pull it up to be like, so you can play this. Like, yeah, that's my jam, and they can hear it.
We've got some Lana Del Rey.
I've heard of these people, yeah.
We've got Banks. We've got, she's fun. We've got Marina and the Diamonds a bit. We've got
who would I be most embarrassed to listen to in public?
Oh man, all of them probably. I don't have like good taste in music, but
sad taste.
Yeah, I have a very sad taste in music.
Okay.
Like
Here's what I hate. I hate when I'm listening because mine. I listen to like mostly. I can't listen to real. I don't say real hip hop anymore, but because I'm older, so I listen to like jazz, funk jazz, just beats and drums. So just nobody saying nothing. I can't listen to words anymore. But in my playlist, like I feel like somebody at Spotify is just fucking with me because then Katy Perry will come on. I'm like that has nothing to do.
Mm-hmm. Miley Cyrus came up on my Spotify recommended one time. I was like, how? Like Adele? Adele? I was like, what is Adele doing here? Adele's but not in my playlist. Oh, no. You know what I mean? Yeah, like she just wandered in the door, and then it's just like a jazz funk room. Yeah, Adele has a vibe of like a lounge singer to me.
Yeah.
And I mean that in the best way. Like that's what I strive for. Yeah. That's who I want to be as a stand-up comic.
The Adele of comedy?
Yeah.
You should just start saying that. You're the Adele of comedy.
I'm the Adele of
until
comedy.
It sticks.
Like,
yeah.
Like maybe not that funny.
No, it's fine.
But I'll reveal some truths.
Absolutely.
Can be one of those, like not funny comedians.
The serious.
Yeah.
The poets of comedy.
Yeah. I'll be the Sarah Koenig of comedy.
Oh, nice. Who's that?
Have you ever
come. You're the only one in the room. Come, jump on real quick.
Have you listened to Serial?
I downloaded it on just because. No, right. Have a seat. You're on. Introduce yourself real quick.
Hey, Sam Cohen.
Sam Cohen. You've been to the mic enough.
Yes, sir.
I apologize for not having you on sooner.
That's cool.
Scoot this way. Scoot towards me.
All right.
What did you just say?
I don't even remember. Oh.
Because I was going to comment, and then I saw him.
So where are you from?
What did you just ask him?
I'm from Long Island. So
wait, where on Long Island?
Manhasset.
Oh, okay. No, my second family's from there. No.
Good to know. All right.
This family who lived across the street from me in Bayville, and they were like children of divorce, so they also lived in Manhasset, but they also like our family had 1/3 custody. Manhasset had 1/3 custody. And when they lived across the street from us in Bayville, nobody owned them but themselves.
Owned them?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So they got, what's it called when you go to court?
I don't know.
Interesting story.
I was just trying to make a joke.
They made a movie about it.
Really?
Reconcilable Differences.
Oh.
You ever see that? I Am Sam. That's a kidnapping.
That's a
I Am Sam? Is that
No, it's not. It's
the Son of Sam?
No, Son
what
of Sam
that?
is different. Son of Sam didn't kidnap people. He just shot them.
He shot them in the face.
Yeah. Did you know Son of Sam has a blog now that he runs from prison, and it's called Son of Hope? And he's just like really sad about having killed people.
Oh my God! Never knew.
And he has like an apology letter up online, and it's like, I shouldn't have killed those people. I found God.
Of course. After you've been raped,
regret.
Of course
well, a bunch of prisons nowadays, the only like books that you're allowed to have are like the Bible and the dictionary.
Really?
Yeah, like they're not like in a lot of prisons, they're not allowed to like read books anymore. It's crazy.
Don't they have libraries in prison?
No, apparently some of them like. This might have been like one prison that I heard
books.
about on the internet, but I think that it was a prison in like I shouldn't say this is gonna be.
We're gonna have to fact check you. Sam, what's up? What's
Google
going on
it.
with your life?
I'm doing good. Just sweating it out, doing mics, trying to do comedy, a little bit of acting on the side. And just working from home right now. I got a little position, medical billing job.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yep.
Medical billing.
Yep.
So I fill out really cool.
Yeah. I'm looking for a boring job.
Yeah, she's looking for it, but can you hook her up?
Yeah.
I might be able to. It's a nice boring job. That's good.
Because I was talking to like these recruiters and stuff, and they were like, I want to place you in a job where there's opportunities for a lot of growth. And I was like, oh no, like I'm trying to find.
You want no growth. You want stagnant.
Absolutely not. Like, I'm trying to find somewhere to work from like 9 to 5, like Monday through Friday, and then like get the fuck out.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I when I come in, when I used to go out for jobs, they used to give me. They used to look at my body and say, "Oh, we need you to lift as much shit as possible." And those are the jobs I didn't want. Like I didn't want construction jobs.
Yeah.
Or, I like lifting stuff on my terms. Not on everybody else's. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Yeah. So when I come in, they were like, "Oh, you're gonna be the stock manager, and you're gonna just run." I'm like, no. I don't know. And that's all. I just want to,
Not for me.
No, hell no.
Yep.
That's what's up. What are you struggling with?
Borderline personality disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder.
I hate that you were ready for that. Like most people are like, I don't know.
Borderline personality disorder.
What does that mean?
It means that I'm like super bad in relationships. It just means that I get like attached too quick. And I can like I get very like sensitive. Things affect me very, very easily.
Give me an example.
Like, okay, I feel like most of the time, whenever this happens, I just go to Niagara on a Saturday and talk about it. But recently, I was...
That's what it's for. That's what comedy is. It's therapy.
It's not to be funny. It's to get your feelings
No,
out.
but because you're hurting, it's funny to everybody else.
True. But I was dating somebody recently, and I was feeling really insecure about the relationship. We've been going out for 3 weeks. It was the longest relationship I'd been in since college.
Okay.
And
3 weeks.
Since college.
I really I just felt like he didn't like me that much. So I texted him and I was like, "Hey, are you planning to break up with me?" Because I
asked him.
Yeah, I was like, "I kind of feel like you don't like me," and he just wrote back within seconds, "I'm at work." And
Fuck that guy.
Are
you oldest or
in
your
my
brothers
family?
and sisters?
Oh yeah, I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest. You didn't have an older brother.
Oh,
no.
No,
older
but
brothers.
my younger brother's a Capricorn, so he thinks that he's like an adult. He's been an adult since he's
He's
like 7
realistic.
years
When's
old.
your birthday?
My birthday?
Yeah.
May 28th.
Super
I'm a
personal.
Gemini.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you guys?
January 6th. I'm another Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Yep.
Good guy.
Yeah.
Right?
What about you?
I'm Pisces.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Pisces are great.
Yeah, Pisces are shit. You hear that? Pisces are great. Like, that's the name of this podcast. Pisces are great.
Pisces are great. No, my best friend is a Pisces.
Yeah,
and
damn
he's
right.
very, he has a very strange sense of humor. We're taking an improv class together starting next week, and he just... He'll just text me the weirdest shit. He'll be like, "My image today is hungover, transformed into athleticism."
Oh, I'm not that deep. I'm deep when people come to me for advice, and I'll say some shit, and they'll be like, "Yo, that was the realest shit I ever heard in my life." And then they'll come back to me like years later. "Remember you said that thing?" I was like, "I have no idea. Like, I'll just say a thing.
Doesn't stick. I know.
No, it doesn't stick. I was like, I just said it because I felt like it was in the moment. It will help your life. Like fuck dudes. Your voice is more confident than your posture. So
it really is.
Which is
That's why I'm a receptionist.
Yeah.
I'll be on
like
the
if you
phone
work
at
out
work.
with me.
I'm like, listen. Here's what you don't understand about the refinance industry.
Yeah.
And I'm like
As you
eating
slip
Cheetos.
further back into
yes.
Yeah.
I'd be like that grandma, like sit up tall, put your shoulders back, and that adds 2 inches of confidence.
I was on a date a couple weeks ago where in the middle of it, the guy just looked at me and he was like, "Are you ever going to sit up straight?"
Yeah.
And I was like,
never.
No.
Sorry.
I don't have the strength. It takes a lot to pull myself up.
It's slats.
I'm out of breath already.
Yeah. Up here at the altitude.
The air's too thin on me.
You too. Look at his posture.
Yeah, I'm all like lumped.
Yeah.
That's better.
I feel like I should have scoliosis, but like I have a scoliosis personality.
Is that like neurotic or
like I also feel like I should have asthma. I should be anemic. I say that I'm anemic sometimes to get out of stuff. Like if somebody wants me to go hiking with them, I'm anemic.
What do you struggle with?
Let me see. Like I'm doing pretty good overall. Like,
of course you are. Struggle. What is this struggling?
Do you know that I just laid out 2 medical diagnoses on
No,
the
you're right though. You're right. I'm comparing. Like I do have struggles with just finding the right one. Basically, dating.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant finding the right struggle.
Finding the right struggle.
There's just nothing wrong in my life.
I gotta find something.
Can something just go wrong for me?
I know. No, but I'm with you on the dating struggle. Like being a little, I can be a little sensitive, a little paranoid, stuff like that. I feel you.
Yeah. How do you go about meeting people?
Usually I will do like an online dating setup where I'll plan to meet in a nice safe place, secure.
Do you know the first time I went on a date ever, I met a guy at a coffee shop at 1 p.m, and I still made my friend come with me to sit like in another part of the
male
coffee
friend
shop.
Or female?
Female. And pretend that she didn't know me.
Yeah.
Just that I wouldn't get kidnapped.
Sometimes you got to. As I understand.
I like that thinking, by the
way. Like one time, because I do like Tuesdays, so I sometimes go to the movies. Do $5 Tuesday, and that's my go-to Tuesday date. And I asked the girl, "Hey, you want to go to movies on Tuesday?" She was like, "Yeah." And then the day of, she's like, "I'm gonna bring a friend." It was a guy.
Yeah.
But she didn't say she was bringing a friend. She's like, "Yeah, it's a guy from," because they were traveling in town, and then. It was just weird. It was like you brought the guy, and he didn't even like sit. He sat like next to us.
I am so like I would so do that though, just because I want to be able to like please everyone. Mm-hmm. Like if I had a guy friend coming into town who was like, "I'm in town. I'm only available on this night at this time," I'd be like, "Well, I have a date then, but like." I don't know when the next time you're going to be in town is, so why don't you just come along?
Yeah. Like if a girl's like, "Hey, can you tag along? I'm going to meet this guy." It's like, I'm gonna sit over. Like if you need me, like flash your phone or something. But I'm not going to sit like right next to you guys.
Have you ever been on a date where all of a sudden the woman started looking out into like the middle space and just went?
No.
Came over and was like, "Hey."
No.
Like, what would you do if she flashed her phone? What would your mood be?
If I've known about it, I'd have been like, cool, maybe I'll make her feel comfortable. And then
but if you were the friend who was going there to like tag along, and she flashed her phone, like, what's your move then?
Oh, I come over with Big Brother security vibe. I'm like, what's going on here? I was born to do that. Like,
so you don't have any qualms about trying to make it look like an organic situation?
No.
Okay, because sometimes
if she's flashing, that she's in trouble.
That's true. Because sometimes I'll be at a bar or something where it's clear that like a girl is being made uncomfortable by a guy, and at that point, if I don't know her, the move is to go over and be like, "Hey, this is so weird. Did we go to high school together? Like, were we in the school newspaper together?" Okay. And then if we didn't, she'd be like, "No." And then if she says yes, I'm like, "Cool. Like, let's go over here and talk about Mr. Ternesky cheating on his wife."
There's a thin line, just because of experience. When I was there was a time when me and my boy we went to the supermarket and there was this couple and they were fighting like pushing and shoving, and he gave her a good one to the jaw, and then my friend jumped in and he caught a roundhouse kick to the face. And I said, "You know what? I'm never breaking up a fight again." You know, she's once you see your friend get kicked, get beat up for being a hero.
They say that the thing with like bystander intervention type stuff is I guess if this was like an equal like fight, not just somebody being attacked, it's different. Yeah. But they say that if you see somebody getting harassed or something in public, you're not supposed to address the like attacker. Uh-huh. You're supposed to just like go to the victim and then to be like, "Hey, did we go to high school together?" Like I'm just imagining somebody getting like hate crimed on the subway and then me just being like, "Hey, I'm so sorry to like interrupt you spouting homophobic slurs at this person. But
I think we went to high
school. Got to try. It was like, holy shit!
And then it's like I don't even know like how that would be supposed to work. But apparently, experts say that it does, and I know for sure. Like, I mean, I'm not in a place to confront an attacker.
Get your posture. I'm not in the physical. I can see that.
Standing up for too long.
I do like the one pointer finger thing. I'd be like, "Excuse me, I don't think that you should be treating somebody."
Give him the old index, right?
Yeah, with the call. I don't know. No, I stopped. No, I don't interact with anybody in public anymore. I don't give directions. I don't give up my seat. The other day, I saw two people. The guy put both of his feet on the chair, and the girl, she was like, "I don't want to lay with you." And then they just went at it. They just like, he was like, "That's why you're a woman." And the whole like 4 people left the car. We were like, "Well, we don't want to be associated with this.
Yeah. That's one way to get your private space on a subway.
Yeah, everybody just left. Whoa.
Everybody's like, it sounds like this man is trying to define what a woman is. That seems a little problematic, and I do not want to be in this space.
No. It's just it's like nobody's breaking it up. They were like, you guys gotta settle this.
Be like, this is some third level discord. I'm not accustomed to it.
She was ready to fight. She got up to fight. She was like, "Yeah, I'll knock you out." And I don't know. It's all right for I don't know. She was.
I had a friend get punched on the subway recently for.
A lot of people get punched.
For telling somebody to stop sexually harassing a woman.
Oh wow!
This guy was poking this woman and getting all up in her face.
The comic
and stuff. No, just a dude.
I've heard this from somebody else.
Dude. And he's kind of a beefy dude. He works at a fitness studio. He works out and shit. And he was just hey man, I don't think that you should be talking to this woman who doesn't want to be spoken to. Yeah. The guy just whipped around, punched him in the face. Oh, yeah. My friend instinctively punched him back in the face, and then they just stared at each other, and then the guy got off at the next stop.
Like two ducks. Yeah. They weren't both used to getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
They were like, baby, we don't like this. I don't like getting punched in the face. I thought it was a good idea, but
I like
it's not my style.
It's a bad stand.
You ever been punched in the face?
I dodged a punch just as a kid, but I never really got an official contact,
Oh my God. Yeah. I've been threatened with being punched in the face on OkCupid before.
This is adorable. Really?
On a dating site.
And by the way, not prompted. First message, somebody will just be like, "Have you ever been sucker punched in the face?" And,
sucker punched.
And I say, "Why did you ask me this?" And he says, "'Cause it looks like you're asking for it."
What?
I was like, to get punched?
To get punched?
That's not usually what people tell me I'm asking for.
What?
Yeah, but that's as close as I've gotten.
Yeah. I've been punched in the face more times. It's like a Simpsons episode when they just show the montage and just get all by my dad. But okay,
that's classic.
Yeah, he prepared me for the world. As got sad. I didn't mean to get. We had dad issues the other day.
No, it's all. We're
we were talking about this other day on the mic, right? Tyler, I didn't mean to go back to it. I didn't mean to go.
We are doing stand-up comedies.
Yeah.
So we clearly have other
issues. What you said? All right. When I said you had struggles, what was the first thing you said?
Oh, borderline personality.
And what was the second thing?
Obsessive compulsive disorder.
And how was that?
That's fine. I'm on Zoloft for it, so it
medication.
doesn't. Yeah.
Okay.
You just looked so scared at me.
No.
You should.
Because you're so full. He's I have all these issues. It's
you just gave me,
I don't even know Zoloft is.
You just gave me the look that you should have given me if I said I'm not medicated.
No. Here's the thing. Jimmy works different ways. My mother was schizophrenic manic depressive. All right. Oh, wow. So and my aunt was something. She just talked to people. Talked to a lot of voices. So as a kid, I lived in this household with two mentally ill women, which groomed me to fetishize mentally ill women. So when I date a woman, I go into her medicine cabinet, and I can't date her unless she has all these medications.
See, my thing,
full assortment.
Yeah.
See, my thing, because I was diagnosed with depression when I was 15 or 14 years old or something like that. Everybody I've known since I was a teenager has been depressed or something. I'm in a group chat for people with borderline personality disorder. Just that I've friends that I've accumulated through my life, not having met through a support group, just meeting at school.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to relate to people who aren't mentally ill.
Oh, yeah.
I mentioned, I even just mentioned taking my meds one time to somebody. I was like, oh yeah, just real quick, I'm going to take these pills that make me not have to lock the door 4 times.
Yeah. And if I heard that on a train, I'd immediately just sit up well, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh.
Just
where the doubt is she?
We're just having a fun time. and and he looked at me and he was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm not really familiar with mental illness." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
It's New York.
I was like, "Do you?" It's New York. Like we're all in there.
Yeah, we all have a thing. It's just what is your thing?
I one time
your mental illness is your superpower.
I one time the time that I got like maybe sexually assaulted. I got like a Aziz Ansari a little bit.
Borderline, like
where afterwards I was like, I am going to cry for the next week, but it's not like that big a deal. And then when a Babe.com article gets published 3 years later, I'm like, oh, was that like a thing? But I was hanging out with this dude, and he was getting very physically affectionate very, very quickly, and I was very uncomfortable, but I didn't know how to express it. I just tried to like deal with it, and eventually I like broke apart from him, and I was like, dude, I'm sorry, like I have an anxiety disorder. I'm just like really. I was like, I'm just really nervous now. I'm just gonna like take a minute. And he looks at me and he had just.
I'm gonna take a minute from this. this creepy situation. You take a minute.
He looked at me. I swear to he looked at me like I was like a drowning puppy, and he was like it's sad, but it's also like kind of cute. And,
right.
And he was like, you have a mental illness?
that was the breaking point.
He was like, I'm so sorry. Like, can I like? And I'm like crying at this point. He goes, can I like give you a hug? And I was like, okay. And then he made out with me.
So he still got what he wanted.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
a little bit.
What? That's good.
It was like
what an ending!
It was a compromise.
She's so disappointed in you. See the disappointment? She's like, you were almost out.
It was a really like salty kid.
Oh.
Salty.
Yeah.
It strikes me as funny.
Yeah, that's creep. That's a mother. All right. I like how it's crazy how you define your assault by the celebrity who did it. Like that's like when you ask somebody, well, what kind of assault was it? Was it Louis C.K. or was it Weinstein or what? Did you get Cosby?
Yeah.
Like now it's like levels of defining.
Yeah. When you get when you get David Bowie, that's when you were 15.
God damn. We just go all through them just so they know.
Yeah. Otherwise known as a Pete Wentz.
Oh man, who's the guy from House of Cards?
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
But you know what? That's when you go on to star in a Tony Award-winning musical 15 years later. Right. So it adds up.
Oh, does that make it? Oh, fuck. Does that make it better? This mic is going to be... I looked at the list for the mic.
I'm talking about Anthony Rapp. Not Kevin Spacey went on to be on Broadway, so it's okay. Anthony Rapp, the person who, like...
the guy?
Yeah, the guy who said he was like, I was like 16, 17 years old, and Kevin Spacey sexually harassed me. Later on, went on to star in the original Broadway cast of Rent.
Okay. Fuck that. And even as fucked up, there's still nobody knows the victim.
Yeah,
That's fun. Did you know?
But
it's kind of shocking.
Yeah.
I mean,
imagine him getting credited like in a Playbill that way, though.
Yeah, but
like Anthony Rapp, you may know him from like Rent, like the iconic movie Adventures in Babysitting, from having been sexually harassed by Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, you got to put that there now. You got to put it. People, you got to use it as a credit.
I'm going
if
to.
It happened,
no.
If you got date raped by Cosby, you got to say, nobody knows the other shit.
There was some like New York City like improv comedian or something who got Me Too'd like a couple years back, and one of his accusers posted on Facebook, and was like, honestly, like, I'm just upset that it wasn't Cosby. Like I got raped by a guy who hosted a UCB open mic every other Thursday.
Oh man,
it's a credit. It's a fucking credit. It's a shitty credit, but it's still a credit.
In like however many years, when I'm in a show, I'm going to be like, you may know her from having been Aziz Ansari by an NYU dentistry student.
Fucking what's the chick's name? Bill Clinton's.
Oh, Monica Lewinsky.
Monica Lewinsky.
Oh.
That's a
London School of Economics.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck. They just want to know what she did.
I love Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah, for what?
She's great.
For what?
She has like an anti-bullying campaign.
Really?
Yeah.
What is she known for?
For being bullied.
The bullshit.
By the United States as a whole.
Did anybody know that? Yeah. Fucking liars.
Oh, come on. After the Bill Clinton thing, that's like what... Well, nobody knows that she heads an anti-bullying campaign.
Nobody.
But you can say she is known for having had intimate relations with Bill Clinton.
But you see what I asked?
But really, what we know her for is the resulting scandal, which was her being bullied by the United States at large. She was bullied.
Okay.
She did get bullied, yeah.
I think bullies aren't going to listen to anti-bullying campaign though. I think it's much better. Not one bully. Like, you just got to teach people how to get bullied.
Well, I bully Jimmy sometimes.
Yeah, she does. She's a huge bully. That's why I brought her here. I was like, this is a tough motherfucker. And I'm the one telling all of you about Monica Lewinsky's anti-bullying campaign. Yeah, bad posture and all. It's like, I was like, this.
What are you gonna do? Sit up straight like a fucking freakazoid, bitch?
Hilarious. I'm about to leave this in my own podcast. And that's how I met her. She's like, bitch. I was like, this doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right at all.
You met me because I would come to the Niagara Open Mic and be like, anybody else not like anal? And then I would get exactly that reaction.
Yeah.
Everybody being like,
Phil's face, look at his face. He's like, I kind of like anal.
Like,
it's all right.
I'm like, listen, like, I have a vagina that's right there, and it self-lubricates, so it's just more economical in the long run.
It's a good point. It is a good point.
Did I say it? You said that.
No,
You said that anybody like.
I would say like anybody else hate anal.
Yeah.
Understandable.
You're an anal guy?
I like to keep my options open, but I wouldn't.
What is the point? Will any guys like let me peg them? Because as soon as
these white guys love that shit. You ever go to the creek? They love that shit. That's all they talk about. Anal beads and fucking. I didn't learn about that until I started doing comedy.
Really?
Pegging? I don't know.
I am friends with a guy who wanted to fuck
done
my ass
personally.
He thought about it.
I asked him. I was like, okay, like, well, if you want to do anal, like, can I peg you? And he was like, why would you peg me? I was like, why would you peg me? Like,
it's double standard, right? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even want to peg a guy.
You got to stand up for equality.
But.
I don't even want to peg anybody.
As you should.
I don't even want to have sex like ever again. I'm tired.
How old are you?
23.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, man.
Shut the... 20. How old are you?
30.
30.
Yeah.
How old are you?
41.
Oh, I guess you win, huh?
Yeah. Damn right. I'm still... I don't want to talk about my balls, but my libido's still high.
That's where you draw the line, Jimmy.
My balls. I have balls like pit bulls. Like I still look at them and they're just like just girthy and young. I didn't want to talk about it, but I don't know.
You brought it up. You were like, I want to talk about my balls. The thing about my balls is that they're girthy and young and they're like pit bulls.
At 41, people say, "Oh, you're old," but then I don't know. I didn't want to end the podcast with my balls, but
then don't end the podcast with your balls. I want to talk about my balls, but I don't want to talk about my balls. I don't want to talk about my. Just talk about something besides your balls, then. In that case, who do you think killed John Benet Ramsey?
Who? I don't know. Her dad. No, it's always the mom. It's always John Benet Ramsey.
I think it was the dad.
It's got to be his parents. Always the parents.
John Benet is a she, first of all.
Yeah, John. Did I say he?
Yeah.
Oh no! Always. First resort is the parents, then the uncle, then the aunt. That's the basic.
Then the guy who was Santa at their Christmas party.
Yeah, who was across the street, and then this is basic detective work, right?
Yeah.
And they still don't know.
They still don't know because the police fucked up the crime scene.
Don't go that way. Go that way. Boom, right there. You got that's your job, Bill. You block people from blocking the fucking camera. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be so aggressive.
Who do you think killed Gemini Ramsey?
The same person that killed Tupac.
Ooh.
The white people. Who do you think?
Who killed? Sorry, who was the question?
Who killed John Benet Ramsey?
Hard for me to say. I might pass. I don't know.
Her brother? She had a brother?
No, she did have a brother, but I don't think so because he was like 8.
You never know.
You know how crazy these guys get when they're
8?
Little white guys? Those are
8-year-olds are pretty
scary.
Psycho.
They like twist cats by the tail and do that.
Yeah. I've never had that experience.
No.
I've never seen that happen. I guess my brother is just the nicest white boy in the world.
That you know of. that you know. Capricorn?
Yeah.
He's a psycho. Yeah, he's a we gotta wrap this up.
All right.
You guys got any questions for them?
Wrap it up. Show of hands. Who think it was the dad?
Yeah, do them.
No, I wasn't.
That's what she got. She was like, I gotta ask this shit. Good. I gotta have every podcast on Columbus Day when it's a holiday, just to catfish all you guys to get in here. Where can they find you online?
You can go to just Facebook, Sam Cohen Comedy.
Yeah.
And also YouTube, Sam Cohen Comedy.
You
same
have a YouTube channel?
I do actually.
Nice.
Yeah, it's right there. YouTube.
Twitter?
Twitter, not yet. Still working on my Twitter profile.
Nice. Cool. Shows.
You can catch me.
That's sometimes a trick question. Sometimes.
I'll keep you posted.
Yeah,
nothing yet.
That's all you say.
I'll keep you posted.
Yeah. I'm getting booked for stuff.
Getting booked, right?
Goodness. On Twitter, I am Emotional Sponge, but the O in Sponge is a 0. On Twitter, I'm Samala_Prosser. And
website?
What?
Website?
Website? No.
Not website. Get your website.
Okay.
I'm gonna have it back in a month. Get your website. So the Instagram.
Instagram Samala_Prosser.
God, you said that. And shows.
I'm in a web series on YouTube.
Nice. That's your plug.
Nice.
It's my plug. Hard
Do
Feelings
it.
web
It's a credit.
series.
It's a credit.
I play a cam girl who's in an abusive relationship.
Wow.
Nice. Cool. Thank you. Give it up for them one more time.
All right.
Appreciate it. This is another episode of The People's Mic. Thank you guys for hanging out. This is the podcast before the mic. Shut the fuck up, Jared. I felt the sarcasm in your voice.